guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs, you want to sit there and flex and let everybody know there's no place like home. But baby, unless you talking about cell block one, what are you talking about? Baby, you don't know. Diddy wiped his Instagram clean a couple of weeks ago, right? Now he was planning a relaunch or this and that. I still say he's going to rebrand and a brother loves freedom. But people are saying that, well, it's not even true. He posted on his Instagram a picture of him walking on a video of him walking on his plane. Talk about some, ah, it feels good to be home. To which I said, mofo, do you think we are stupid? Y'all, if you don't know, Diddy has been officially notified that he is under federal, that there is a grand jury that is currently hearing evidence, and he has been notified. When you are notified, that is typically the last thing that happens before there is an actual indictment. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh my God, Diddy must be fleeing the country. Well, folks, let me tell you something. Diddy ain't fleeing nowhere. Because, I had to talk to a few people that know about some things. And they said that, listen, first of all, this is they are right now in a pre-charge um, uh, investigation, but the grand jury has convened. Okay. So the thing is, right, until he is formally charged or arrested, they will not take back his passport. But people are saying that Diddy ain't going nowhere but to California and back, or maybe he's going to Milwaukee to just dump out some tapes over the Great Lakes. I don't know what's going on, but people are saying that Diddy officially has to notify his attorney where he is traveling to, and the attorney, people are saying, have to notify the court. On top of that, the feds are now clocking his movement. So even if he felt like, even if he considered, even if he thought he was hop, skipping, and jumping over to Belize, baby, they're going to be waiting on him like, we saw you from the door. We already knew Belize was your next mark. We already had some guys on the ground just sitting there waiting, doing the Birdman hustle thing. We already saw that. Y'all, let's get into this. So Diddy's travel has been restricted, people are saying. Now, while it is unclear on whether they actually physically quietly possessed his passport or not, he must notify his attorneys when he plans to travel. And, sorry, the feds are keeping a close eye on all his movements, not just because they're just like, oh, no, 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 no. You ain't running, you standing 10 toes down for this, but also because they are looking at his movement. So if you know that he's restricted, if you know he can't flee, if you know all this, then you have to ask, what's with this big show about there's no place like home? Because here's the thing, Diddy has ties to a lot of very powerful people. And right now, people are saying, because Diddy allegedly kept tapes to everyone, he kept documents, he knows what's going on. A lot of people are saying, hmm, so let me get this straight. You got dirt on me, but the feds got dirt on you. And if I cooperate with the feds, that might stop you from releasing dirt about me. And it will also stop the feds from releasing dirt about me. But if the feds don't have you dead to rights, and maybe you got a little bit more juice left, maybe I better stand by your side, because I don't want to throw you under the bus, because my dirt that you got on me might come out. Because at the end of the day, the people that are involved in this, they don't want this dirt to come out. So what does that have to do with Diddy? People are saying that Diddy is putting on this bravado, this facade, because probably, I would think his attorneys are advising him, if you don't want everybody to start, sorry guys, second week without coffee, but I'm gonna get there. If you don't want people to start scattering, people to abandon you, people to do all this stuff, then you, sure, better act like everything's okay. You better start walking through, take this money, get this money. You better start, you better start doing whatever you can. How much you would have bet Diddy probably, you think Diddy had the balls to approach Kendrick for a collab? Probably not. He probably don't even got top dog ain't letting that happen. However, You think he approached Diddy for, I mean, Drake for collab? Heard you like a EDM. I heard you like them young. Let's link up, right? Let's get into Hellcat position. But again, they are trying to send a signal that everything is okay and don't abandon this yet, because this is probably something that will go away. Or if it doesn't go away, we can manage that. You saw in my old live, he was talking to Brendan and all this stuff. You guys see what's going on. Now let's get into this, right? Also, let's look into why he might be doing this. We have to go back to why Diddy's lawyers actually abandoned him. The guy that was in head of his law firm was Kenny Masalis. Kenny Masalis, right? And his son Ben Masalis goes all the way back to that Jonathan Oddie situation. If you guys didn't see my live, I'll give you guys the recap. Jonathan Oddie in 2012 told us that Ben Masalis, who was also the Midas Touch, which is a Democratic political powerhouse, they're on YouTube and all over the place. His daddy is Kim Masalas. That is Diddy's lawyer, 20 years. That just dumped him. Jonathan Oddie told us in a, what do you call it? In the interview, interrogation, I think it happened in 2016, about they was moving weight, money laundering, and working for the crew and doing stuff for the cartel with Chirac, this and that, MDNA, all this crazy stuff. He said that it was going on from 2012 on. Again, you saw what happens with Trump's lawyers. We're not getting into politics, but the fact that the feds are trying to chip away at attorney-client privilege, saying that if you are in conspiracy for RICO and helping your client do alleged crimes, then baby, we're going to put you up on court too. The feds came a knocking to Kenny Masalis' thing. Again, this is what the streets are saying. Jonathan Oddie already said that they were into some BS. Let's also not forget that all those times when Diddy was intimidating people, Diddy was shaking down people. Kim Masalis, I believe, was Diddy's lawyer when they were writing releases for Cassie. Let's not forget. Remember when Cassie had to negotiate her way out of her deal? Kim Masalis wasn't part of that deal. So how much did Kim Masalis actually see? How much does Kim Masalis actually know? How much does Kim Masalis actually involve with Diddy shenanigans? How much? We got to ask ourselves. It looks like it's actually a lot. Again, when you look at that Jonathan Oddie situation, he said it a long time ago. Now, a lot of people, including me, believe that Jonathan Oddie is in some form of witness protection. Again, you got to go listen to my live. I have the whole interview in there. He talks about the cartels. Matter of fact, he talks about everything the feds are actually investigating now in 2024, nearly 12 years later, and bringing up Mark Garagos, who was currently Diddy's lawyer, DJ Khaled and Rick Ross as Diddy's lovers. Yeah, he said them niggas. I'm sorry. He said those ninjas are gay, right? Nothing wrong with that. But he just said, they be getting it in and not just business deals. But he also said that at the end of the day, with everything that's going on, he also mentioned that Mark Garagos, Masalis, Ben Masalis, Ben Masalis is also a lawyer. Okay, Diddy's for the 20 years they spent time at the Hamptons house. They are tight. For them to move away, Khaled, Ross, and Diddy were moving weight in those private jets that Diddy is now bragging on, moving Chirac, moving this and that. And I know what you're saying. Diddy done lost every endorsement he had, because we now see he was never the owner. It was just all highly paid brand ambassadors, which is cool. Get it how you live it. But again, I don't know how he's paying for that $1 billion lifestyle. So what do we know? Okay. Diddy is trying to send a message to everyone that things are cool. But the thing is, everybody that's involved or even knows anything about Diddy saw his law firm, close family friends, and also Kim Masalis was by his side when he was doing some of the dirtiest things, allegedly, like old school Diddy, intimidation, contracts, screwing all the bad boy people out of their rights. That was all under Kim Masalis. So again, you was with them through the grimy come up. And now, what you doing? You dumping him. So Diddy, you can do the Harlem Shake on your Air Diddy all you want. Knowing Diddy, I don't even know if he had money for the fuel because he did just film himself walking up. Did we see it take off? I'm just saying, he's a showman. He's a showman. He got to keep an image up. But I think at this point, it might be a little bit too late for anything with image because at the end of the day, the one thing he can't explain away is why Ken Masalas dumped him as a client after 20 years, tried to blame it on Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga said, "What are you talking about?" And then 2 days later, they put out an announcement that said them dumping Diddy had nothing to do with Lady Gaga and it had everything to do with the shenanigans that he is involved in the street. Y'all, listen, let me know what you think in the comments. Diddy, you can run, but Ninja, it don't look like you can hide. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.